Okay, so what this is, well, kind of a way to give you guys some more content so you have something more to listen to. I'm going to pretty much take a topic related to video games and elaborate on it. Topics could really be anything from multi-universe to why someone does something, or even stuff that's slightly outside video games, but not quite exactly. And to get things started, let's do this topic. Pride of ownership versus pride of achievement. Now, what exactly is pride of ownership and pride of achievement? Pride of ownership is pretty much that. You own something, you're proud to own it, like books or a car. And pride of achievement is, well, you did something great. You got a really good score on a test. You managed to beat an athletic game. You solved world hunger, something like that. Sometimes you even get a medal for pride of achievement, which allows it to fall under pride of ownership, because suddenly you're proud to own this medal because this is your medal. And in the early days of video games, that was actually a pretty fierce competition thing between being proud to own a game for like a Pong console or the Atari 2600 or the ColecoVision or the Odyssey or any of the other early game systems versus going to an arcade and playing it for 25-50 cents a pop. The difference being your score isn't saved for the 2600 Pong machines, Odyssey, ColecoVision, while it is, however, temporarily for the arcade games. I mean, there's still people today who go to arcades and play them just to show off their scores. Granted, I've never gotten on a scoreboard, but I still go to arcades and play there a lot. And, well, for a while, arcades did win out because, let's be honest, the home games weren't as good as the arcade games. Most of them were just the same. But as the two started to branch off, suddenly people began to consider getting game consoles more than going to arcades, because you really couldn't play a game like Adventure, Legend of Zelda, even Castlevania. You couldn't really play those at an arcade. They're just games you have to go into, take your time with, and arcades are built around you not taking your time with this stuff. So as games got better and better, the arcades and pride of achievement was subdued a little. It changed forms from just getting a high score to beating the game or getting the good ending if games had that. Or if you want to be extreme, gain 100% at a game. Kind of hard thing to do with the early games, but once again, as time went on, things changed, and suddenly the achievement for a game was not the score, but beating it, knowing how to beat it, knowing the game inside and out. And you are also proud to own games. That's why people pay like thousands of dollars for some of the older games now, because they're proud to own these games. And that held on for a long time until we started getting digital games and stuff. And suddenly people looked around and realized, my score in this game is getting posted online. So they did that, and they started playing games and getting their scores posted when possible, so that way they could be the best in the world. But as a trade-off to that, most of the games don't really have physical CDs or cartridges or anything like that anymore. The only thing you own is the promise that the game company won't randomly decide to take it away. And your scores are also at the mercy of whatever servers happen to be online. Which brings up the question, is it better to own a physical copy of the game and probably never have your scores seen by anyone other than a few close friends, or whoever happens to buy your game when you finally do sell it, if you ever sell it? Or is it better to have the promise of someone else that they'll let you play this game for showing off your score? Hard to say. Just personally, I prefer owning the games, but there are games I play which I enjoy playing, which I don't own. And yeah, the only thing I own is the promise by the company they won't take it away. I mean, think of it. If a company that does the online games and stuff goes out of business, chances are no one's going to maintain the servers for that game, so there goes your score, there goes all that. While the physical copies of the games, you can always just at least play it with yourself, or whatever friends you happen to have who can be kidnapped over. I guess the best way to put it would be if Atari released an online version of Gauntlet. Gauntlet is a fun game. If you could play it with your friends online and show off your scores online in like a virtual arcade thing, that'd be great. But if anything ever happened to Atari, then your scores are gone, you can't play the game anymore because no one's maintaining the servers, and that's it. Well, might not seem like much, but it's Misguided musing, what can I say? Oh well, if you liked my musing, let me know. If you didn't like it, let me know. If you felt neutral about it, let me know. Just let me know what you think of it. If you have a topic for another musing, just let me know too. There's a lot of things I want you to let me know, so fire away. Thank you, and have a good day.